The Department of Foreign Affairs asserts the Philippines' claim over Kagitingan Reef, while Indonesian Foreign Minister Marty Natalegawa visited Manila to discuss a common position on territorial disputes in the West Philippine Sea. Carol Ramoran gives us the details live from Pasay City. Carol?
The Foreign Affairs spokesman Raul Hernandez clarifies that the Philippines has sovereignty and jurisdiction over Kagitingan Reef, which is a part of the Kalayaan Island Group. KIG is a part of the Spratlys that is being claimed by the Philippines and is considered ours under RA 9522. Hernandez adds that the Philippines has control over 9 islands in KIG, and the rest are being occupied by Vietnam and China, which is the reason why Hernandez says that specific occupation should be monitored. Kagitingan Reef or Fiery Cross Reef is known to the Chinese as Yongshu Reef, which houses Beijing's Permanent Communications and Maritime Observatory Garrison and is considered as their main command headquarters in South China Sea. On whether the DFA will file a diplomatic protest due to the presence of a 30-vessel Chinese fishing fleet in Kagitingan, Hernandez says that they are still waiting for the exact coordinates of the fleet from the Coast Guard to be sure if they are crossing Philippine territory before making any move. Indonesian Foreign Minister Marty Natalegawa was in the country this morning for a brief meeting with Foreign Affairs Secretary Albert Del Rosario. They discussed principles that they wish ASEAN to adapt when it comes to dealing with the territorial disputes in the West Philippine Sea, the implementation of the Declaration of Conduct, support for the Declaration Guidelines, the need for early conclusion on the Regional Code of Conduct, full respect for the 1982 UN Convention on the Law of the Sea, continued exercise of self-restraint and non-use of force, and the peaceful resolution of conflict according to UNCLOS are the 6 principles Natalegawa is pushing for in his ASEAN tour. Such principles are similar to the Philippines' position on maritime disputes in the West Philippine Sea. He says that he is not looking into salvaging a joint communique for the recently concluded foreign ministers meeting, but he hopes to be able to come up with a unified stand for ASEAN on the West Philippine Sea issue by the end of his trip. Pia, Natalegawa is now in Hanoi and is set to proceed to Phnom Penh tonight for meetings. Pia?
Thank you, Carol Ramoran, reporting live from the Department of Foreign Affairs in Pasay City.